Hello guys and welcome to another video. Wake up losers, the official Percy Jackson full-length trailer just dropped. Let's get into it. In case you're new here, I'm Unclean Demigod and I make videos just like this one reporting on the latest news about the Percy Jackson TV show. In terms of predictions about this trailer, I have a feeling from the thumbnail alone that we're going to get much more trio action. We're finally gonna get Annabeth speaking, Annabeth having lines, maybe some Annabeth, Grover / Percy interactions. That would be great. I'm also thinking that this might be a little bit more humorous and a little bit more comedic than the latest trailers that we have gotten so far. But let's just get into it. Will I cry? We are going to find out soon. I love that in the thumbnail they're also wearing the clothes that they wear throughout all the teasers that we've gotten so far.
Perseus. That's me.
Oh, baby
That's who
Percy!
you're named after.
Because he was a hero?
Oh,
Because he was brave and kind and against all
and
odds,
he survived.
he managed to find his way to a happy ending.
Oh, baby Percy's so cute.
I'm used to the world feeling weird to me,
Bullying,
like a
bad.
puzzle with half their own pieces.
I love his voice. It's so like
Lately-
scratchy.
It all feels different somehow.
Percy, you are special. When you're ready to hear
That was
what gods
spectacular.
have in store for you,
And that was Riptide.
they'll tell you.
Percy, the stories I have told you. about
Ares
Greek
looking
gods
badass.
and
Ooh,
monsters,
Medusa's first look.
They are real.
So that was Cerberus.
This is crazy.
You are a half-blood, and half-bloods are not safe in the world.
Clarice!
For what's still ahead of you.
Okay, give me some Annabeth. Love that scene. They're gonna milk that till we
Percy
get it.
Jackson, your father needs your help. The
Ooh.
master bolt has
Who
been
is his
stolen.
father?
If you don't return the bolt, there will be war.
So much Clarice content.
Is your quest.
Okay.
I
Where's
know
Annabeth?
it sounds daunting,
Okay.
but you won't be alone. A quest is
Really?
always undertaken by three.
Our gods process reality differently.
Invisibility cap. And Luke. Oh,
Should I try again?
there we go. There's the humor.
Place for me here.
Wonderland.
You still don't get where you fit into all this.
Oh,
We were sent on a quest by the gods. What do you think, it would be easy?
Demigods, welcome.
ah, Miranda, what are you doing here? Oh,
Leaving you. Perseus.
Hold fast.
wow. Perseus.
Storm.
I don't think she ever called him that in the books.
Maybe I won't even need a sword.
That was so cute. Is
I
that?
need a sword.
Ah! He looks so cute with that helmet on. Oh my god! Like my protective motherly side just jumped out when I saw that. Oh my gosh! So I was half right, half wrong. We get no Annabeth for like half of this trailer. It's a long trailer, so I was waiting for Annabeth. We finally got her. In the middle of that, I was like, maybe they won't show her that much because of the controversy, but that would suck. So I'm glad they didn't do that. If there was still someone out there not sold on Walker's performance as Percy, I think this sold them on his performance because it was so good. He's so cute. It wasn't as moody as the other trailers we've seen where he's like in a darker, more angstier mood. We're seeing like glimpses of his humor, his sarcasm, his lightheartedness. I'm so looking forward to seeing more of Percy and Grover and the trio together, and I don't know why I was not expecting Annabeth to use her invisibility cap and for this to show it so early on. So far, what we've seen in the trailers and the teasers, I think most scenes belong to episodes 1 and 2 and 7 and 8, since it's like the beginning, it's giving us the foundation, it's trying to give us a little bit of context, while also seeing like Asphodel and the underworld and Ares and the battle that happens in the end. And obviously Poseidon was not expecting to see that. I'm guessing that everyone who is going to see the show for the first time kind of already knows that Percy's dad is Poseidon. Like, they're not being very shy about it, but there it is. And without further ado, let's watch it again and analyze it frame by frame, because obviously there was text popping up on screen, but I was paying attention to other stuff, so I did not catch any of that. Frame by frame, let's go. So we're once again at the
Perseus.
Met, and we start with more Percy narration, but this isn't purely narration because it's actual dialogue that we're going to see in the scene. But I still think we're going to get narration throughout the show based on the other teasers. We'll have to see. I'm very, very excited to see the first scene and to have confirmation of if it's going to be something that's just a feature of the show, not just for like the promos. So we're at the Met.
Yes, that's me.
And Sally Jackson is showing little baby Percy, who actually kind of looks like Walker Scobell here in this shot. She's showing him who he's named after. Obviously, Percy is one of the only heroes who had a happy ending.
That's who you're named after.
Because he was a hero?
Because he was brave and
He's so
kind
cute.
and against all odds, he managed to find.
Okay, so he was brave and kind, blah blah blah, and we get a couple of shots. Clearly Grover, Annabeth, and Percy, probably in the fields of Asphodel. I think this is actually Hades' palace from another shot we saw in the last teaser trailer. And it's clear to see that Grover is wearing short pants because we can see his goat legs. And after that shot, we get Percy taking something out of a backpack. Does it look like blue candies? That's what it looks like to me. I think this is him getting settled into either the Poseidon cabin or the Hermes cabin, probably the Hermes cabin, and it looks like maybe Sally gave him some blue candy before they went on their trip, and he's like, oh my god, this is the only thing I have left of my mother because I just saw her murdered right in front of my eyes. And that's Grover falling in sand. It's too bright for me to think that this is him being dragged into Tartarus. So maybe it's during the fight with Ares in the beach, because I can't think of any other reason or any other place why there would be sand around. So please let me know in the comments what your theories are about that short, like, blink and you miss it scene of Grover being pulled down in the sand. It's either being pulled down into Tartarus by the flying shoes, or I think in the battle against Ares in the beach at the end of the book. We get Percy running and capture the flag and this weird, very red shot. What is that? Okay, we're not gonna know. No clue what that shot is. Then we also get this shot of Percy in the rain, that it's clearly Percy facing off against the Minotaur. They've used this in like 3 of the teaser trailers. They clearly love it.
His way to a happy ending.
Okay, he blah 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 to find his way to a happy ending, which is what Percy's trying to do. Not only throughout this whole book, but throughout this whole series of books. The boy just wants a happy ending. Okay, Disney Plus presents. I love the logo with the lightning. Okay, so here we have the Yancey Academy kids. They're eating outside the Met. And Grover actually, oh, he's wearing shorts, like down to his knee, but he looks like he has human legs. So I wonder how the Mist does that, because I would imagine it's easier for him to wear just like long pants, so the Mist doesn't have to like work twice as hard.
Feeling weird.
And then he gets a peanut butter and ketchup sandwich, I believe it was, in the book, thrown right at his face. And that's Nancy being a bully and obviously wasting lunch, which don't ever do. That's probably going to be like her huge scene, like her big scene. They made such a big deal of casting her, and she's just gonna be there for like 10 minutes tops, which is very funny. Okay, then we get Percy looking at Perseus once again, looking tiny from that angle that they've chosen. It clearly looks like he's a very small, tiny little guy looking up to this like godlike creature.
Like a puzzle with half the wrong pieces.
Okay, so life is like a puzzle, but he has like half the wrong pieces. Obviously, once again referencing his dyslexia. The only thing that doesn't move is his name. Interesting.
But lately, it all feels different.
Lately, it all feels different. He's looking at a rooftop, and this is clearly a reference, a nod to Blackjack, this dude right here. Interesting, maybe Blackjack is a free Pegasus until he gets caught by Luke's men in the Sea of Monsters, and then Percy frees him once again, and he's like, oh, maybe I've seen you before. But we do get mentioned in the first book of Percy when he was younger, seeing weird stuff, so maybe a flying Pegasus was one of those things that he saw before. And that's what this is a reference to. Also, a lot of people think that the latest message that Rick gave us had clues, and those clues were the coordinates of the Sea of Monsters in the Sea of Monsters. So we're getting a lot of hints towards season 2. This could also be one of them.
You are special.
Percy, you are special. Okay, Mr. Brunner. Okay, there we go, Mr. Brenner. Interesting, he's giving him a pen, but it looks like it's to fill out that worksheet, and Percy already has a pencil, so is that pen Riptide, and why did he give it to him so soon? Is he not going to be there when he gets attacked by the Fury? But then why would Percy uncap the pen? That makes no sense. So, Mr. Brunner, please make it make sense.
Percy, the stories I have
All the
told you
stories are
about
real. They always are. Okay,
gods
we get
and monsters.
Medusa, but only her back. So I'm really, really looking forward to the reveal. It also makes her scarier because what's scary about Medusa is her looking at you. So when she's not facing us, she's not that scary. It's building up anticipation. I like that. Gods and monsters. Okay, this is clearly Cerberus and Percy's holding the red ball from Waterland. And this is interesting because Annabeth is the one who does this in the books. So I wonder if they just kept this for the shot or if Percy's gonna have more protagonism in that scene. He doesn't need it. Oh, but Cerberus looks so cute. Like the half second we get to glimpse his face. He's so cute. Wait. Here they're in the cabin. But okay, I'm guessing this is when Grover is there already because she wouldn't announce this like out of nowhere without Grover being there to prompt it out of her. And he's like, what? And that's the first of many times we're going to see Percy just not understanding what's going on. Based on the best-selling book series by Rick Riordan. This is crazy. It's true. Okay, once again, we have the middle of camp, which is like a river, a small lake, the different cabins, the different campers. I see there's many fires around, and we get the signs to where the different cabins to each god are. We can see Hephaestus, Demeter, and Athena.
Half-blood and
You're a half-blood, okay.
are not
So this
safe
is
in the world.
Clarice. Some of like the older campers and Luke. Both Luke and Clarice seem to have quite a lot of beads. So it's clear that they've been there for a while.
Are not safe in the world.
Camp Half-Bloods are not safe in the world. Very interesting that they've chosen to pair that with Percy being bullied at Camp Half-Blood where he's supposed to be safe, but quite clearly isn't that safe. Not with Clarice around.
Everything has been changed.
Grover is so cute. I just love every time he's on screen. Okay, the Minotaur, very menacing. Like, he completely looks like a huge ass bull from this shot. Okay. So this is the canoe lake, I'm guessing. And behind that, I think that's where they're having the meeting. That has to be the Poseidon cabin. It looks like a trident. It's blue, either that or the big house, but it fits the look of the other cabins more. So I'm not inclined to think it's the big house, even though it is blue. Your father needs your help. And here we have the dad. We don't have like a specific throne that we can guess what god he is behind him, but it... you know, they've shown us his dad in the first official trailer, so there's not much mystery behind it if you search who this actor is, because it says it's Poseidon. The Master Bolt! Ooh, I wonder, I don't know why the thought just came to me, who Rick Riordan is going to cameo as. If it's going to be like an important character, I don't think he's going to appear in any of the trailers. There's the Master Bolt. He wants to go to floor 600, and here it looks like, is he in Olympus? He's wearing the Camp Half-Blood shirt, and probably Annabeth's beaded necklace, right? His eyes kind of look green in certain lightings, so I think they probably did that on purpose. Oh, she looks so cute with her hair like that. And I love her spear, okay? All looking good in their armor.
That is your quest.
Okay, this is probably Asphodel. Okay, where is Annabeth? Once again, I've already seen it, but where is she?
Daunting,
Creepy.
but you won't be
Okay,
alone.
what is... that's the first sign that we have of Dionysus. I love him. What is he wearing? Guessing these have to be like the counselors for each of the cabins. We get Percy and then Luke is clearly there. I don't see Annabeth, but she could be like out of frame. And Clarice should be here as well if this is like the camp counselors. It looks like a girl is either sitting down, but more probably is in a wheelchair.
A quest is always on.
There she is. Okay, so it has to be camp counselors. And she's like, That's very pretty. This is Grover and then Dionysus, and this has to be the big house where they play Pinnacle.
Like 3.
Demigods process reality differently.
Okay, this is Luke narrating now, and this is Annabeth being like, Athena always has a plan, and telling him what to do during capture the flag, and then just like leaving him there. Okay, Team Blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beats. Yep.
We gotta figure out what you're good at.
You gotta figure out what you're good at, and it's clearly not archery, as we all well know. Was he even pointing at the right place?
Should I try again?
It's kind of rude, like giving up on him like in the first second. Clearly he's not a child of Apollo, but you know, you could teach him. Unlock your destiny. Welcome to Waterland, and this is where we're gonna get probably like our first real Percy moment besides you drool when you sleep. I thought we might get you drool when you sleep from this one, but I think it's too iconic to show it just yet.
For me here.
Cute.
You still don't get where you fit into all this.
You still don't get where you fit into all of this. Okay, so the thing I said before about Percy being on Olympus with his Camp Half-Blood shirt, that was a lie. I don't know when that's gonna happen. It's probably his own cord that he has around his neck in that scene. Is that the only thing that Leah's gonna say? Unleash your power. Okay, there we go. So that's the three of them on the train, and then this is probably the St. Louis arc. I thought it was gonna be the train, but from the looks of it, I think it has to be the arc. Or is there a chimera on the train? There's so many attacks, these poor kids. This has got to be Asphodel, but now I'm wondering, where the heck is Leah? Where's Annabeth? Because that's clearly Grover and Percy. But Grover and Percy don't go anywhere without Annabeth in this book, so is she, invisible? Maybe? Okay, the Lotus Casino and Hotel. What is Hermes doing in the Lotus Casino and Hotel? That doesn't happen in the books, right? That was such a jump scare to see Lin-Manuel Miranda just randomly there. Okay, running through the casino, we're getting another iconic casino scene, because that's the best part of the movie. How iconic it is, with Lady Gaga in the background. And then there's Percy like tackling a random person, him fighting Ares in the sand. Okay, that cow doesn't look like it's half man. It looks cool, but I thought a Minotaur had to at least look like a little bit of a man. It just looks like a bull that's walking on two legs. It looks very cool. The thing that surprises me the most is that it has super long ears. And I don't know about you, but bulls in Spain don't have ears that long, so I'm not leaving you. And then she calls him Perseus. Interesting.
Hold fast. Brave the storm.
And then she dies. And he kills the Minotaur. This is the best.
Maybe I don't even
He looks so cute. I don't know what it is about him with that helmet on, but top tier. I'm hoping we get so much fan art after this trailer. Maybe I won't even need a sword. Obviously joking, because Riptide is like a third of his identity, as we know. Riptide, water powers, and sarcasm. Okay, this has to be the St. Louis arc, right? That's the Chimera.
I'm gonna need a sword.
I'm gonna need a sword. Why do you think he changes his mind? That's probably like Clarice having done something. And him getting yeeted. Well, and that's it. So that's it. That is the first and probably only official trailer we're going to get for Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. I don't know about you, but I'm quite happy. We still haven't gotten a lot of like the humorous comedic scenes, but as I said last time I reacted to the teaser trailer, I think they're leaving that more to the show, and they're just showing us like the basics, the lore, and for us and like the larger audience who hasn't read the book, for them to understand what this is all going to be about. But it still had like some sprinkles of humor, like there at the end, or in the latest teaser where Grover shows us like he's half donkey. I still have high hopes for the humor in the show. They're just not showcasing it as much as they could. I also think I had never heard Leah's voice, because when she spoke I was like, whoa, this is your voice? Okay, interesting. Because I'm very used to Walker's by now, all of his narration of course. It's also interesting to point out that Dionysus, even though he's like an important character, I would say almost as important as Chiron, he still hasn't said anything, and his actor is very well known, so it's interesting to me that they're not marketing him almost at all. And also Zeus hasn't showed up yet in anything, so I'm wondering why that might be, because we've basically seen all the other gods that have been cast. We've gotten Hermes, for God's sake. Lin-Manuel Miranda is in literally everything these days. So please leave a like if you like this video. Comment down below what your theories are about this season and what scene you're most looking forward to being adapted. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click that bell button to get notifications every time I post a new video. Like I said in the beginning, I always make videos about the latest news in the Percy Jackson TV show world, so I always keep you guys updated on anything, even book news. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye!